Hi everyone, welcome to another RGI Easy Sewing tutorial. We are continuing our series on waistline finishes, and today we are going to show you how to put elastic. Now there are a number of ways that you can finish your garments using elastic in the waist. You can choose to do a separate piece of fabric, just like when we added the waistband. You can also choose to do a waistline finish that includes both a waistband, like what we did before, and part elastic. But what we're going to do today is basically folding some extra material that you would have measured into your fabric to create that waistline finish. Alright, so we are all set to do our elastic waistline. A few things to note: whenever you are adding an elastic waistline to your garment, you would use a larger measurement than your actual waist. It's wise to actually use your hip measurement or even larger. You will notice that I have a line right here, and this is an indication of where I will fold to place the elastic casing. It's also wise, after you have completed stitching your seams, to serge or to interlock it together. So instead of having two separate pieces of fabric, you will have just one. Right here, my line, I am going to fold. Something else to note: your casing should be slightly larger than your elastic. That will allow easy movement of your elastic through the casing once it's time to pass the elastic through. Note the side that my seam is facing. Of course, you need to ensure that you maintain the same measurement from start to finish. Once you get to the end, you should leave a small opening through which you will pass your elastic. Okay, so we are now ready to pass our elastic. In case you're wondering, the elastic that I have is 1.5 inches wide. I am going to use my elastic pulling tool to go through the casing, but in the event you do not have one like this, you can use a safety pin and it works just as well. If you have a larger safety pin, that will work as well too. Okay, and then I am going through the opening that I left. When passing elastic, it's a simple technique where you gather the fabric over the tool that you are using. So you gather the fabric, you hold it in place as you're doing that, and you pull. Okay, I'm going to do that again. So with one hand, I gather the fabric over the tool, and with the other hand, I'm holding it in place. And when I'm done, I pull. And that's one of the reasons why you want to ensure that your casing is slightly larger than your elastic. That way, pulling is not difficult. There is an important thing to note when you're working with elastic. You always put the elastic shorter than the exact measurement. So for example, if your waist measurement is going to be 28, your elastic should be approximately 24 inches. That way you actually use the elasticity of the elastic. It is difficult to give you an exact measurement as to how short it should be, as different types of elastic have different amounts of elasticity. As you pull, ensure that your elastic is not turning or twisting. So this is how we're looking so far. And you know, as you pull out the fabric, it just makes it easier for you to go through the casing. And we're out. I'm just going to use my safety pin to keep it in place while I just ensure that everything is looking good. To finish off, we're going to stitch the two sides of our elastic together. And once we've done that, we're going to fold the elastic to one side and stitch over again. So that ensures that it is flat and it is secure. Okay, and again, you see that every part is flat. We're going to close off the opening now. And something I like to do to prevent my elastic waistlines from twisting, because that's really a big issue when a waistline is finished with elastic. So to prevent that, I go to my seam, my side seams or my back seam, and I just stitch it. So I do this on this side here. So folks, there you have it. This is what it looks like on the inside, and this is what it looks like on the wearing side. So folks, that's the end of today's video. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Till next time.